Right, viewers, this is another BMW just arrived now, and let's see the damage, how bad is the damage. As you can see now, it doesn't look very bad. Yeah, that's good. But when you see from this point, the back quarter panel obviously is quite bad damage. And look at this, the tailgate almost is gone, finished. So the reason we're making video on this one, because the back tailgate is quite big, bad damage. And let's see how we're gonna fix it. Yeah, obviously we're trying to repair the same tailgate and the quarter panel. The only part we're gonna change is back bumper, and that's it. Basically, we strip everything, the back bumper, tailgate, undercover, arch. So this is the damage. The quarter panel is bad damage, and also this type of car, BMW back quarter panel, believe me or not, they're very strong. Let's do a few dangin, bangin, dangin, bangin, bangin out. Dangin, bangin, bangin out. Hold the light, please. Yeah, the lights. Bring him. I'll just put it there. One more. Let's see, turn it upside down. Yeah. Let's see a bit. You can see now it's much better than before. Obviously we bang it the whole dent, bring it out, and there's the lines and everything we have to do with the little bit panel beating. So you will see and you will love it. Right. Wow. Wow. I love it. I don't know if you do. I love it. Right, let's put the lock on. Right, first time, let's lock it and let's see how it looks like. I'm quite happy. First click and it's locked. So let's see the detail finishing. Yeah, as you can see, this side line of everything is perfect. And also this side same. So before repairing that corner, it was almost like one finger was out. So we could put the finger inside the gap because of the damage. Hi viewers, this is Najib, and obviously this is the same problem. So now I'm just planning to straight the back quarter panel. As you can see, I've got hydraulic jack from inside, trying to pump it up and push him out, and let's see how good is it gonna come out. Let's do it. Right, let's see how it looks. Obviously the lights are broken. I got the bumpers, but I don't have the bumper bracket. Almost straightened. So once we put the bumper on with the light, and we're gonna check the line and everything. Tiny small welding I need to do right here and there, which is gonna fill it up with the welding, and we will see. Almost done. Right, hello, hi everyone, welcome back to the same BMW. I left it 2 weeks ago. So the reason I left it because the light and the bumper bracket was missing, and I've got the parts right here now. So I started working on it. So the little big problem I found is the shape is missing on that corner. So how I'm going to make the shape, I'm going to show you with this piece of carton. I'm going to put it to the other side, press all these edges, make a copy of it, and then bring it the opposite here, and then I'm gonna see. Let's see how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you. Right. As you've seen, I've got the copy of the other side. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut it straight from that line. See? Exactly, I have to cut it from right this line. I'm not going to cut it basically, I'm going to cut it upwards. So let's do it and let's see how it's going to look like. Right, hello, hi, this is Najib and welcome back to the same BMW. I've done the tailgate, the side quarter panel. So all of this panel beating and straight the panel. So I've checked it, the line and everything. I put the bumper lines, so all the lines is good. Now I've sanded down, so what I'm trying to do is now point filler. But because it's a big panel, so it will take a lot of filler. And obviously, this type of filler work, normally I've seen most of the people that take an all day or maybe half a day. But you will see in less than 10 minutes how I'm going to sand it down. So let's mix some filler and let's do it. So this type of big filler work, you will see how I'm going to sand it down in 10 minutes. You never know, maybe less than 10 minutes. 15. As I said, it will take less than 10 minutes. Let's see how long it's going to take. So start from now. 1, 2, 3. Believe me or not, it's less than 10 minutes. It's 9 and 50 seconds. So all is done. That's it. Right, as you've seen in 10 minutes. If I was pushing a little bit more, maybe I could do it in 9 minutes a bit. The first coat of filler, normally you put a lot of filler to make the shape of it, fill the gaps and the dent and everything. It wasn't big dent on this one. The size of filler I put it on, so just say 70% of it I had to sand it down. So only I wanted to straight the panel. So now the panel is straight. Now the second coat I need to do it very lightly and do it with 80s and 120 and primer. So obviously this edge a little bit with the bumper wasn't matching a little bit. So I had to leave the bumper on and mask the bumper and put the filler on and remove the masking. As you can see, even the bumper is not damaged. So I hope you can see it. Yeah, now you can see it. So there's no scratch on the bumper whatsoever. So the shape is almost there. So I need to do another coat of little filler, and the rest we're going to do it with the 80s. And then 120, 320, and the primer. That's it, done. So basically what I was trying to explain is big size of filler. As you've seen, I haven't even put mask on. So I hope you understand what was the reason I didn't put mask, because there was no dust. There wasn't no dust. I didn't see any dust, so I didn't feel any dust. There was no dust in the air. It's clean, no dust, free of dust, and a huge filler work in 10-minute job done. Now, as you can see, I'm doing the masking now. So all the filler work, everything is done. I'm just masking up, pick on the primer, and then done another. And then another. Tomorrow paint, and that's it. Can you see me the camera? I like it. I like it when you see me. looks more professional, I have to say is line and a light and action. Now you might gonna say, what's this for? This is not belong to this car. There's another car over there. So at the same time, killing two enemies. Right, the second coat a little bit heavier than the first one. Right. Line, light, camera, and action. So what I'll do is, I hope if I go left on this one. Yeah, I got some. Normally I don't use it, but this is an easy part of it. You're gonna put matte black on primer. So basically what it does. But don't worry about the other door because we're gonna polish the whole car anyway. When you're sanding down, so the black stuff gonna stay in the holes. So that means it's gonna show you need to do more sanding. So when I'm gonna sand it, you're gonna see how it. I don't know if you can see or not. Uh, the black stuff is staying in the middle, so you have to get rid of it. Flat it down like this. It has to be looking white, and that means you're prepping good. So we're gonna do it 320, and after that 500, masking up, blasting with the paint. Stop talking, put mask on, crack on and kill him. And make sure you put the fan on. Good morning and aloha and welcome back to the final. Obviously we're going to masking up on this car, and after that paint and spray it, and you will see. You might gonna like it. I'm sure you will like it. But before that, you might thinking why I'm looking tired and less energy today. Obviously, this type of big job when you're doing everything on your own, so it kind of kills your energy. But the good point is I never showing, so let's grab a masking tape before we losing time and kill this car today. Let's do it. Right, the masking is done. The good part on this car, the masking wasn't big, so it just take me about 10 to 15 minutes. I just need to do a little bit on the door handle here and the number plate light, and we are ready to go. Let's do it. Let's kill him, baby. Right, so all is done, all is well, everything is in my control, but we are ready to paint him now. So that's all we need to do. So let's mix up some paint and, and finish him. Free air condition. Right, all I can say is line, light, action. Before action, I request everyone, please, 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 we are first time on YouTube, so I request you to subscribe to the channel and share it as much as possible. And hit the bell icon so you get the next notification. So before that, thank you for watching. And let's go and do it. Let's see how he's gonna come out with the paint and spray. Put the fan on. Safety is first priority. Get the Tigra. Thank you, camera. Clean up the tailgate. Let's put a paint into it. Right, so I've just done the second coat of lacquer. So basically this is the same back boot of this car was the type of damage I'm sure you've seen in the beginning. So all this corner plus the whole boot was being pushed in, and I've straight done the panel beating. But you can't even tell. You can't even tell it's been repaired. So the kind of finishing, the kind of look like, I'm quite happy, and I'm sure the guy's gonna be happy anyway. So the only part I've changed the back bumper was because the bumper was very bad and plus plastic, so he changed it. And also this corner of the quarter panel obviously was very bad damage, and the type of the shape is, so it's exactly back to its position now. And when I'm gonna put the bumper tomorrow, so everything is gonna be perfect. Yeah, so we paint the back quarter panel, I paint the back bumper and the back boot. All is done, all is well, everything is controlled. So done. Right, the last part of inside interior. Done. Now we complete the inside part. Now we're gonna put the tailgate and bumper, and this car is ready to it'll be back on motor now. Actually, this was the last part. I was wrong. First time I was wrong.
Tamam. Sen bak canım. Ben Ahmet'teyim şimdi.
Right. So the only part was left bumper. The bumper himself is complete now. So basically this bumper came with that parking sensor, and we had to drill it, make the sensor holes, and removing the parking sensor from the old one, put it on this one. The lower part was a different gray color, so it was also scratched, so I had to paint and spray it. So all is fit, ready to go to the car. You're gonna put it right now. So there's another reflector missing on this side, so we can do it later on. That's not a big deal. So let's pick him up and throw him on the car. Dun, dun, dun. The very last one, I need to put the splash guard. And that is only a few screws and that's it. Right, all is done. Everything has been fit. Put the number plate. Believe me or not, it doesn't need polish. Very clean. There's no dust or any bubbles. So the paint work very good finish. I call it a gunpoint finish. I hope you like it. Till then. A good job always gives you good energy. With full of energy, all I can say is good morning from London. Hello, hi, this is Najib, all-rounder on a car bodywork. As you've seen, very big damage. My point, it doesn't matter how big the damage was. Being a good body worker, you should know how to repair things too. By picking up brand new parts and few screws, throwing in a car and paint and spraying and thinking you've done a good body work doesn't make a sense. Because in one hand, there are a lot of people facing financial issues. In other hands, there are sometimes you can't get hold of the parts at the same time. So basically, when we're repairing things, we should have the skill of how to repair things in a very safe way, because obviously car and safety, all of this, you know what I'm talking about. So after all of this hard work, please guys, don't be shy to subscribe the channel and share it to all your contact list and friends and family. And there are things maybe you liked it or disliked, I need to know, please if you can drop them in the comment box. And I'm sure you have size of hammer so you can smash the bell icon in 100 pieces so you can get the next and next notification. Till I'm gonna catch a bigger one and better one and very good one. All I can say is love you all and love me as well. Till the next one, and bye for now.